Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela and I'm trying to brighten this up again. I'm back for my third video tonight. And I was just going to really quickly go through with you guys my card of the month for October. Um, yeah, so I did a year ahead spread in January, and I've been doing a card, what the card I pulled each month was. So here we go. So I always pull from my Light Seers Tarot. And for the month of October, I pulled the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, this is very Rider-Waite-Smith to me. I love this deck. If you've seen any of my channel, you know that this is my favorite deck ever. But the Nine of Swords to me is all about nightmares. That's all I see when I look at the Nine of Swords is nightmares. And as I was pulling cards, because I got others to show you from other decks of the Nine of Swords, it seemed about overcoming those nightmares and recognizing that they're just dreams. They're not real. It could be your ego or your subconscious trying to work through something, or your ego trying to manipulate you somehow into not following through with something that you need to follow through with. I am a very lucid dreamer. As far back as I can remember, I've had lucid dreams. I've had premonitic dreams. And this card may not be specifically about dreams like nightmares and stuff, but it could be that your mind is chaotic because it is the Suit of Swords, which to me is all about the mind. And it could be that your mind is just so chaotic, full of stuff that it doesn't need to be full of, that it's turning your daily life into a nightmare. And it's weird because I actually have been having a lot of crazy dreams lately that don't make any sense. And I don't know, and I know they don't mean anything because I can tell, because I've been dreaming for so long, I can tell the difference between a dream that actually means something and one that's just chaotic. And I'm sure it's partly to do with the full moon coming up tomorrow night. Also because I've been going through a spiritual awakening. Coupled with that, with Mercury retrograde, there's a lot of factors in play here. So I'm chalking it up to that. But once again, my card of the month has been dead on for me. But if you guys have any other insight to what this card means, please comment below. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you some other pretties from other decks. I actually pulled quite a few because I've gotten quite a few more decks since the last time I did this. Well, I've just pulled more. But this is my Encore Tarot by Cheryl Marchetti, Nine of Swords. Again, to me, that's very Rider-Waite-Smith. Gorgeous cards. Like I said, every chance I get to pull a card from this deck, I will. Then we have my indie deck that just came in. Oh my god, it just slipped my mind. Oh my god, it's like totally lost it. I've totally lost it. Oh lord. Got the box right here. Oak, Ash, and Thorn. It's the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. Nine of Swords. And he's sleeping, but then the swords are like almost like keeping him awake. Yeah. And we have from my Tarot the She. And again, to me, that's very Rider-Waite-Smith. And it's, instead of swords, it's dreamers. Dreamer 9, and it means nightmare. And for a little kitschy fun, after in the Nine of Swords from the Zombie Tarot. And I think this one's funny because you can see his arm is turning. And she's got a gun in one hand, and she's like calming him down with the other hand, but she's like ready to fight at any moment. Which that would be like a living, waking nightmare right there, watching somebody starting to turn into a zombie. And then we have for my second edition 5-cent tarot, and it's needles instead of swords, and there's keywords on it. So the keyword is hopelessness, anxiety, coping, and then for the reverse meaning, it's letting go, which has been my theme this year. Anguish and hope. Not anguish. Hope and coping. Yeah. It's a bear. Little teddy bear. And then from my 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. And this again to me is it's very non-Rider-Waite Smith. It's more towards like still part of the 8 of Swords, like there's a bondage thing going, but it's all in your head, it's all in your mind. And then we have from my 2.0, because I couldn't resist throwing an RWS in there, an actual RWS. And my kitty's out. Kitty's trying to jump in my lap. And then we have the True Black Tarot. And then for some fun, I threw in the Friends Tarot, 9 of Swords, very Rider-Waite Smith again. I think that's Monica in there. And he's knocking my stuff off my bookshelf now. And then we have the Tarot of the Hidden Realm. And again, there's this nightmarish feel to it, where he's just trying to survive the night and cut through all this crap. Then we have my Antique Anatomy, 9 of Blades instead of Swords. Just a pip deck, but I thought I'd throw in something different. And then we have the New Era Elements Tarot, one of the ugliest cards in there, Cruelty. This deck is based on the elements instead of the swords. It's the element of air, which is down here. You see the 9 element of air, and then the meaning of that for this deck is cruelty. And every time I see this, I actually think of the 8 of Swords again, because everything is laid bare. I don't get a nightmarish feeling at all. I get this very open and showing yourself to the world, just laying everything bare for everyone to see. And there's something very beautiful in that, even though the image is not great. But there is something about letting go. And that's what I see in this card, in this deck. And then we have my new second favorite tarot of all time, the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh Tarot. And that is 9 of Swords. And at first I didn't really get this card. I'm like, it's just like a kitty cat. And that's it. But if you're in the dark, which is all around, and you see this face coming at you, pretty scary. Pretty nightmarish. So, yeah, that's what I see in the 9 of Swords. And I just thought I would show you a few of my other decks that are a little different, a little off-kilter, a little different take of what the 9 of Swords is. So, yeah, I'd like to see your 9 of Swords. If you guys have any further comments, questions, concerns about this card, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you are alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a great night. Bye.